everyone, it's Ketchy, aka OBiGem. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell to be notified of all future videos. And if you like what you see, please do hit the like button so I know I keep making content just like this. So happy Halloween, everybody, and to everybody who celebrates. I am doing another spooky collaboration that is hosted by the wonderful Plumbie. If you've been with my channel for quite a while, then you might remember that around this time last year, I also did another spooky collaboration. I think that one actually was called Spooky Collab. I don't know that this one's called that. I am just saying that's what it is again, because that's what it was before. But it's kind of crazy to be doing the same collaboration with Plumbie once again. Literally almost every single collaboration I have done with Plumbie, so every single time she is putting one on, I always feel so inclined to join in because it's always so much fun to do these collaborations that she hosts. But I am doing it again this year, making a Halloween themed sim. So it was actually kind of wild doing this again because my sim style has changed so much since that first Halloween collaboration I did with Plumbie last year, and so it's kind of like really interesting to kind of compare the two. So I will pop a card in the corner so you guys can watch that spooky collab from last year so you can see what I did for that sim and how that turned out versus this one, which looks so much different than that one before. But for this one I decided to do a sim. She is the daughter of the Grim Reaper. So the story I came up with her is her mother, Desdemona Gray, has always been obsessed with death to a point where, you know, a lot of people considered her maybe kind of crazy. So her fixation on death prompted her to grow up, get married, and murder her husband just so she could witness death and get to know death, and she was able to successfully do that, woo and sleep with death, and the result of that is her daughter Arabella Gray. So Desdemona was a spellcaster, so she did pass those abilities on to her daughter Arabella, and so when she was born and Grimm saw how unique Arabella's powers were, he decided to take her on as his protege to take over as Death when she gets older. So she does have that training. However, Arabella, deep in her heart, really just wants to make friends and get to know people and just kind of travel the world and meet people the world over. But her upbringing, being sheltered under Grimm's tutelage, has kind of made her very shy and insecure. So I had her traits reflect that. She just had the gloomy trait. I believe she has the clumsy trait, and she has a proper trait. And her aspiration is a friend of the world, to reflect that her inner deeper desires are to go out into the world and meet new people. But I did do 3 looks for this Halloween collaboration. So the first look that you're seeing me finish right now, this is Arabella's kind of disguise. Oh, I'm moving on now. But the first look I worked on was her disguise. So she looks very much human and able to blend in when she goes out and is just walking around regularly in the world. But her next 2 looks is like, one's a formal look for her Grim Reaping duties. So that's what I'm working on right now. And then right after that, I work on her look that is just her just regularly, like that's her normal, like, as is look of her being Grim Reaper's daughter. So I was so overjoyed to find the CC face paint that I'm using on her face, and also the bodysuit for her au naturel look as Grim Reaper's daughter. It just complemented it so nice. I just left all the CC I made for this. It's just, I don't know, this is such a difference from that first spooky collaboration I did, because if you go back and watch that, I struggled with it so bad to the point where, like, I scrapped it halfway through and restarted. I just feel like I've gotten so much better at Creative Sim since that, and it's easier for me to see what I want to mold out of the sim when I make it, and I don't feel as stuck. However, I just don't do as many Creative Sims as I used to. I really wish that I did, but I don't know, sometimes I don't like to force it. I feel like before, when I was first starting my channel and trying to do Creative Sims, I always tried to force it, and it didn't always work out with me forcing it, which is why I do them sparingly, but when I do them, I think that they're typically pretty good. So I did do this collaboration not just with Plumbie but with some other amazing simmers too. I have them all linked in the description above. So after you watch my video, please go ahead and head over to their playlist and give them some love because they've all been making some amazing spooky sims. But as always guys, stay safe, stay healthy, and of course stay dazzled. I will see you in the next one. Bye.
I'ma have to push it till my body don't work for me. What the fuck they want from me? It ain't been fun for me. Tryna put a price on it. Grinding all night for it. Like I'm tryna die for it. Look at take my mind off it. They can't blow the shine from me. Stay away from me. Don't play with me. I can't take it easy. Too much pain on me. You don't make it easy. Once you offer me, maybe I'm too greedy. No apologies.
Everything I need. I wanna be faded, feel wasted. In the night with you, I got everything I need.
I done bet way too much on this. Can't go back, that don't make sense. So I gave up so much of my life, I don't know who the fuck this is. Call my friends off, cut these hoes off. I need bands down, I need closure. Pull the jack up with a